Is media literacy dead? That is a question I often think to myself, especially since media literacy is dead has kind of become this gotcha comment on the internet. According to the National Film and Sound Archive of Australia, at the most foundational level, media literacy is the ability to actively consume, create, and share media, and to critically reflect on the social, cultural, and political roles played by various media and communications forms. It's a really tricky thing to discuss because while I think media literacy is not really dead, people are kind of struggling with it. And honestly, me included. A big part of being media literate is knowing how to critically analyze information or media. And a lot of this require you to be knowledgeable, right? For example, young people are more familiar with technology, so they are sometimes more equipped to identify fake AI videos compared to, say, like the older generation. That's not to say that you need to be super knowledgeable about a lot of things, but you do need to have that desire, I guess, to learn more new things. That's why reading and seeking out information and broadening your viewpoints is incredibly important and arguably is a big part of what it means to be media literate. Which is a good thing we have Google, right? The thing is, the advent of the internet is a double-edged sword. It's great that information is now more accessible than ever and a lot of people can share obscure information that people might not know about. But at the same time, because of that, the internet is filled with fake news and misinformation that spreads so quickly. It's also so hard when official news outlets often write articles for the sake of clickbait, or they often take quotes out of context for their social media posts with the purpose of trying to increase engagement. This is bad because a lot of people might only interact with the social media post or just read the news title without reading the full article. I'm guilty of this too because my attention span is very short, and unless it's an article that interests me, I don't really read it. So I'm also one of those people who just engage with the social media post or the title. But again, this is bad. It's honestly a bit dangerous. The internet also has this thing where the algorithm feeds you, the user, stuff you are only interested in. These big internet corporations do this because they want to keep you engaged and they want to keep you scrolling. But this creates this echo chamber, leading to you not being exposed to different perspectives. As a result, people are really stuck in this bubble. That is not to say that it's bad for you to curate your social media feed. Honestly, some people do have bad takes, but it comes to a point where we scroll past and block sometimes genuine viewpoints. It prevents us from learning new things or understanding where people are coming from, that they are creating this sort of content or sharing this kind of information. After all, a part of media literacy is understanding the reason behind the creation of a particular piece of media. And of course, let's not forget that the internet is just filled with misinformation. Just be sure to double check the information that you get from the internet to make sure that it comes from a reputable source or at least an expert. So where am I going with this? I don't know. Well, I think media literacy is not dead. It's sort of all over the place. And there's a whole bunch of factors coming into play here, like social media algorithm creating echo chambers to keep you scrolling, news outlets using clickbait titles or posts to increase engagement, people spreading misinformation, and just the general lack of curiosity from people to read and seek out new information or to understand context and background behind the creation of media or the sharing of certain information. Then again, I'm just a person on the internet sharing her opinion. What do I know? What do you guys think? Nonetheless, be careful out there, especially on the internet. It's the wild, wild west out here.